Dr. Wapo, restless researcher and catalyst architect, and we are in Digby, Nova Scotia, just past Barton, and I'm here with Frank, my second father, and he's going to guide us through our little journey as we're heading to Yartmouth.
Yes, okay. We're in a place called Barton right now, and that is southwest of Digby, and we're on our way to Weymouth, which is a place where my parents were born, and we're on what's called the new highway. So the scenery wouldn't be the best, but the highway is good, and
the company's pretty good,
and we're having a good day.
When you have a check, my glasses.
So Frank, I hear you're pretty young these days. How old are you?
I am 88 years old.
88 years young.
I'll be 89 on June the 13th.
Too much.
And that's just a few weeks away.
And Mom, what's June 12th?
I have no.
That's my sister Gloria's birthday.
The 13 is Frank.
And 13th is Frank. Mom, what's on the 13th of January?
And then
13th of January is whose birthday, Mom?
Joe and Emma.
Joe and Emily. And 13th of July?
Zachary.
And when's Marcus?
14 of June.
We
Okay.
just came through a community called Plimpton. It's just north of Weymouth.
And Frank, you said that there's a language that most people in this community...
Yes, it's pretty much French from Digby to Yarmouth. There's a few English names, but not a lot, and you'll find names like Doucette and Muse and those type of Raymond and things like that, and but they're all French. Although recent years the English language has been used more than French, I think. We've met people that are French, and some of them have a hard time to speak French anymore. So it's
Now, Frank, your people are English.
we're English, yeah. Well, yes, like my father has English, but my mother came from this area.
So, and then your last name is Earl.
My last name is Earl. Yeah.
And now your family came from England.
From where?
From England?
From England originally, yes. Going back to 1601.
1601. So you were amongst the first boats to arrive
Yep.
in Yarmouth.
Pretty well. There were two brothers. They came by way of Holland, actually. Apparently they went from England to Holland and from Holland to here. And one brother decided he wanted to venture a little bit more, so he wound up in St. John, New Brunswick. And that's where you'll find some of the earls still there, I do believe. And we have earls here in Yarmouth, quite a few of them left here, so but that's where we came from. There's a post office.
Now, Frank, our family, as it turns out, we're on one of the first boats from France, from Normandy, France.
There you go.
So you and my mom get married. Your first wife and my dad, they all knew each other.
Yeah, we all knew each other. My first wife was a LeBlanc, and she didn't speak French, but her father did, and he was a staff sergeant in the army. My mother came from the Weymouth area, and she did speak French. That was pretty much her language. It doesn't matter one way or the other, she could speak both quite fluently.
La langue française et la langue anglaise. Raymond.
Raymond, yeah, and her father's name was John, and she had 6 sisters and 3 brothers.
So 9.
Yeah. That's all Digby Neck over there. That's all the neck.
Digby Neck.
Yeah, that neck is probably 30 miles long, and the Digby Neck is in 3 sections. You'll go down when you come pretty much to the end. There's a small section of it, probably 3 or 4 miles long, and on the very end it's just a tip of the land, and probably wouldn't be any more than a half mile long.
Put the heat down. It's suffocating you.
Yeah, I turned it right off.
Okay, good. So
Maybe we can go down the old road, which I like to. Maybe we'll go that way. We'll take the old route.
we'll take whatever route.
Yeah.
We got the time.
It takes longer.
You got the wheels. I got the time.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Money,
maybe.
I got the time.
Now, I gotta say that there are people that are rich, and I'm the richest man in the world because I have pretty good mom. She's a little crazy.
You'll never know how rich you are until you're broke.
Right?
That don't make sense maybe to a lot of people, but
So you'll never know how rich you are until you're broke.
that's right.
But broke, not broken. They say that even a broken crayon can color.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So Frank is my mom's second husband, and there's a story I'll tell you another time. But I had the best father on earth, and then I get the best second dad in the world. That is called rich. And not only that, I've got the best mom in the world,
That's right.
and then I have the best honorary mom in the world, Susan Stilianos, who passed on November 8th in 2021. So I literally have a mom and dad up there, a mom and dad here, and I've lost. You think you lose, and then you realize you don't lose anything. You gain some angels. So I've got a brother there and a brother here, and I've got 4 sisters here, and another sister from a different mister. That's 5, and I've got 5 sisters up there, or more. I've got Erin, Amanda, Sheila, Tia, and not very many people can say that they have that many angels above and next to them here on earth. In fact, my sister Angela is my angel. Anyways, we are on the long walk to freedom, road to recovery, and taking a little tour the East Coast. It's a little hot in here, steamy. And Frank is our amazing tour guide. He's a walking history book, and he's a great artist. He plays and sings, plays guitar. He's a good man. You got to be a good man to put up with my mother.
You're a nut.
I'm a nut. Well, then obviously I'm a nut tree, because look at the nut doesn't fall far from the tree. Isn't that a saying?
So you'll have to take that little thing I got at home.
Come on, go by.
What little thing? What little thing?
It's at home.
Why do you look like you're a princess in the back of a chariot?
I am a princess.
Well, at least that's what she keeps telling us. As it happens to turn out, our families are noble families, and so is his. I don't think we all knew that.
Yeah.
But the Earl family, of course, if you're named Earl, you would have been part of that noble dynasty. And our families, Laviolette, Poirier, Alain, Dollard, Leger, and Bourque, leads you right back to the Plantagenet dynasty, which was the rightful king and queen houses of York and Anjou. Queen Margaret of Anjou, when they tried to behead her, a French woman, so you can imagine French blood, royal blood at that 1,000-year dynasty, they tried to behead her and they missed. They did it a second time and they missed. They did it a third time to finally cut off her head. Needless to say, you probably sent an angry French monarch over to the other side. I imagine she's haunted a few people in her lifetime. And right there you see La Baie Sainte-Marie, Acadian region Acadien de Sainte-Marie. Mom, where'd you grow up?
Saint Mary.
What's your middle name?
Mary.
What?
Mary.
Marie. Mom, what was your husband's name?
Leo. Joseph Leo.
Oh, yeah. And your oldest daughter, her middle name? Mary.
Mary. Yeah.
And mine?
Joseph.
And your sons?
Joseph.
And Joseph and Mary were who?
God's will. Jesus.
Jesus. The great prophet, Jesus. And we just passed 101. And of course, 101 is Education 101.
St. Mary.
Sainte Marie Église, the Church of Saint Marie. Crossing under a bridge. So they say there's a bridge over troubled waters. Well, we just took the bridge under the joyful bliss. Université Sainte-Anne. Alright, so where are we going? You're off-roading us?
Yeah, we're gonna take the old highway. Part of it, anyways.
We're taking the highway to heaven. Later this week, Dr. Wapo is going to do something special for y'all because Frank jams on Thursday. And Mom, how's your dancing feet doing?
Yeah, sometime.
Huh?
Yeah.
Thursday?
Yeah, when I'm there.
So you're going to be ready for Thursday?
Yeah.
So I posted a long time ago on the internet, and it almost broke the internet because everybody fell in love with Frank and Fred. So you're going to be the first to hear it. A repeat performance this Thursday from Yartmouth, Nova Scotia. Fred and Frank.
There we go. Who's coming? Yeah.
These two will warm your heart. 83 and 88. Now 8, of course, is the number of abundance. And 8 and 8 is 16, which is 1 with 6 nations, I like to say. And it adds up to 7, and 7 is divinity. So Frank this year is divinity.
I guess I'll go, let's see. Yeah, I'll go this way. I'll go into Weymouth, I guess.
Yeah, let's do Weymouth.
Let's see, we got
Straight for Weymouth.
Yeah, I want to see where's the best way to go there.
Chemin Paradis. Very cool. There's no wrong way.
Weymouth, 3 kilometers.
They say, and that sign said 3 to Weymouth and 37 to Digby. Together that makes 40. And 4, of course, is the number of the 4 directions, the medicine wheel, sacred medicine.
When we come home, I want to stop at Frenchie's.
Yeah, okay.
Meet my mother.
Didn't they used to call you Frenchie? Who do they call Frenchie? It was you, right? Frenchie the Roadrunner. She was the Roadrunner. That's what I called her. The trip.
That's your dad's name.
Yeah, I know. I'm my dad's son. New Edinburgh.
Yeah. Okay.
There we are in Weymouth.
We'll go back probably the other way, but I want to show you
Oh,
something.
that's pretty. The bay
Show
there.
you something there.
So Frank is my official tour guide, and Frank is an amazing man. He is an artist and plays. He is just good, salt of the earth. He is patient. You got to be with my mother. I love her to death, but you got to be patient with her. And he was a good friend of my dad's. He's a historian, and he has studied the Bible a lot. So he's a very learned man and a good soul.
We're going to go back that way to go to Yarmouth, but I want to show you the town of Weymouth. This is it.
And this is where your mom...
This is where my mother was born, and she lived here until she was 19, and she married